YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got another video here by desu. Narcissist Vtuber has a meltdown over incel content and did not end well. Oh my gosh, this guy desu, man, I don't know how he pisses off these people. He makes people mad, big mad, super mad. And so yeah, of course I want to give my reaction to this video. His last video, of course, was just crazy. Some of the things that these people be saying to Rev is just incredible. So let's see what's happening in this video. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. And if you guys want the full video, links are in the description. Let's just jump into the video. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So today we have another round of VTuber related drama featuring your boy Rev. Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So today we have another round of VTuber related drama featuring your boy Rev. Now, as always, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Just like when a VTuber wants to seethe about you, you farm them for YouTube content. Now, when it comes to videos like this, I'm actually pretty selective with who I choose to react to. It has to meet two criteria. Number one, their behavior has to be unhinged enough that even their own supporters start to side-eye them. And number two, you have to ask the question, will my reaction and the attention that comes with it actually boost their career in a tangible way? And if the answer is no, then I feel comfortable making the video. And here we are today with the latest drama going on here. So we have this VTuber named...
Okay, I get it. Yeah, because sometimes, you know, when you talk about people, their career does get boosted. Ah, man, I don't know why these VTubers are dying on this hill of criticizing each other and all of that. I want to see what this guy said. Wild Hearts. Let's see what he said to Rev.
Wild Hearts, a she, her, they, them. I'm noticing a pattern with the people who constantly seethe about me. But this was their post they made about me. It's quite unhinged. It says, quite a lot of new followers, so I just gotta do something to filter it out a bit. Clears throat. Rev says desu is a pathetic, lying, vomit tier, loser, dipshit, incel. And send tweet. And then
oh, Twitter. Oh, man, Twitter. I love it. You know, these guys, man, why would you say that? Like, no reason. Literally, like, Rev is in his own lane talking about other things, you know? Yeah. Crazy.
Proof of all this, I guess, is a screenshot of my most recent videos at the time of making this post, which, what that's supposed to prove, I have no idea. All it shows is that tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people enjoy my videos. But anyways,
yeah, if people weren't enjoying it, people weren't gonna watch it. And as well, one thing about desu, you must check his comment section. If people agree with him, check his comment section. You know, and also the views. You can see a lot of people are watching it, dude. People are listening to what this man has to say, you know?
Let's address the labels they have given me, right? They begin with pathetic. Now, speaking of pathetic, I can't think of anything more pathetic than taking an opportunity, a post where you're trying to promote yourself to your community, and instead of promoting your own content, you seethe about a random YouTuber who doesn't even know you exist until this post was something that I was tagged in. Like, that isn't just like rent-free behavior. That is buck-broken behavior. And then you see lying, right?
Rev doesn't lie. Yeah, no, one thing he doesn't lie. I may disagree with some of the things he says. I'm not a person which agrees with every single content creator I watch. I do disagree, you know. Sometimes, you know, of course, these are like open conversations. But yeah, lying, you know, like for him to go out of his way to make a tweet like this, unnecessary, bro. Unnecessary. Wild Hearts.
As always with labels like liar or grifter, all these things, notice how they don't actually articulate any points that would prove I'm lying. And also because they're showing these videos, I guess they're implying I'm lying in these videos. Like, if it's so easy to prove I'm lying, why wouldn't you actually explain in your tweet where I'm lying in these videos? And then you have the next part, vomit tier loser. That's just a heavy insult, but they end it with dipshit incel. Ding, ding, ding. Another day, I'm called an incel on the internet. Pretty much at this point, I am like the final boss of incels. I am the next breed of incels. The very elusive, married incel. Like, are these people serious? Are they really that insane that they're going to call a married man an incel? This is the second time I've had a video like...
I mean, dude, they have nothing to say. That's why it's unhinged. It's unnecessary provocation, you know? Yeah.
This week with a VTuber calling me an incel and being so confident about it. But again, this whole thing is just a big crash out here. This person's very upset with me, clearly. And before I responded, it was actually a very echo chamber type moment where they had about 500 likes in the few days since it was posted. And they had a few dozen comments. And it was pretty much a communal therapy session for a bunch of small VTubers who were seething about me in the replies. And my biggest mistake, and I should have known better, was not screenshotting all of these replies, because half of the VTubers who responded to this trying to dunk on me ended up quickly deleting their tweets the second I replied to this main thread here. But let's look at some.
Yeah, I mean, that's I don't know, bro. That's how it is when it comes to any community. It doesn't matter, streamer community, YouTube community, anything. When there's a community involved, there's always people that don't like each other, and there's people that like each other. Rev is just doing him, and if people are gonna not like him because he speaks about controversial topics.
The VTubers and what they had to say in the replies. This person wasn't smart enough to delete the entire thread. They deleted their initial reply, but they left this one down here. This VTuber saying, 110%, I hope he rots in effing hell. That's not very nice, not very wholesome, Chungus. This person said, have him blocked everywhere. As if blocking someone else is an accomplishment. And on top of this, this isn't an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Just block someone and move on with your life. Here's another one, this VTuber saying, that's an insult to Vomit, to be honest. He's worse. And then the VTuber says, true, Vomit didn't deserve that. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I understand, man. Of course, you know, the topics that he does speak about are very, very controversial, very right-wing in a sense. You know, it's controversial. You know, when you're a controversial person, especially speaking about these type of topics, man, yeah, of course you're gonna get a lot of hate. Especially that's the one thing which I don't like about I don't like about this whole premise and predicate in this conversation is that there's no time where we have an open conversation, you know, where we can understand each other's differences. And remember, Rev is speaking his own truth, you know. Some things I agree with, some things I don't disagree with. But now kind of backhand compliment him and insult and all of that is kind of unhinged. It's unnecessary, you know.
The wholesome Chungus people.
And again, he's not doing this for these guys. He's doing it for his audience. He created his own audience, of course, you know. I don't know why they just randomly starting to attack him.
People, the good guys who always dehumanize you the second you disagree with them on anything. This is pretty much expected behavior at this point.
Yeah.
Here's another one that really just proves how unhinged people are, especially when you try to like press them as to why they don't like a certain content creator. And this one really sums it up. And I'm going to try my best to read this dribble that is this tweet. So it goes, the hunk, he made a video on me or something like that. A while ago. I might have him mixed up with someone, period, end sentence, new sentence, else, but both people suck either way. Did this person have a stroke writing this tweet? What is going on here? So
don't now insult them, Rev. Come on.
This really proves, like I said, that a lot of people, they don't even know why they're mad at someone. This person...
Yeah. It's Twitter. We all know it's Twitter. People just love hating.
Is angry at me, and they don't even remember why. Isn't that strange behavior? And honestly, this is the case pretty much anytime you press someone as to why they don't like a content creator, why they hate them so much. They can't even articulate the reason as to why, but they still label them as someone they don't like or someone who sucks, what have you. Very strange stuff. And kind of extending upon that, here's another very interesting set of paragraphs from this artist here, saying the grifter commentary channel bubble is going to burst. What a sentence. Sooner rather than later. And when it does, it's going to be so funny to revisit the channels of people that threw away their online reputation away for attention of reactionary, touch-starved dweebs. Projection. Just like a lot of projection we're going to see in today's video. But that first sentence is really funny. The grifter commentary channel bubble is going to burst sooner rather than later. I got unfortunate...
Yeah, I agree with that statement. But yeah, come on, guys. It's just too funny, man. It's too funny. I have nothing against with Rev or anything. I may have a few disagreements and I have agreements, but I mean, like, dude, he is kind of exposing certain things and certain topics that do need to be talked about. That's the one thing which I do appreciate, is we having the conversation about tough conversations, and that's what I think we don't really have much of. But now for people just to to backhand compliment him and just to kind of throw shade, unnecessary, unhinged,
News for this individual, besides the fact they don't know what grifter means, people like me are not going anywhere, because at this point, I talk about whatever I want, right? I talk about VTuber drama, I talk about anime, I talk about gaming, I talk about social media, I talk about random drama. Like, I can just talk about whatever I want. There's no bubble that's going to burst. I'm always going to have things to talk about, because people just want to listen to whatever I have to say, my opinion, or just they want to check out an interesting story or drama or what have you. So there's no bubble that's going to burst. And on top of that, destroyed their online reputation. Please go outside if you're worried about your online reputation.
True.
But anyways, they say this also down here. The only reason why Rev doesn't have as many detractors as the likes of Asmongold or Boogie is because his niche comprises a very specific sector of the Twitter/anime/VTuber community, and nobody outside of it cares enough to bother calling him out.
Yeah, Asmongold and Boogie. I never heard of Boogie, but I know Asmongold. Asmongold, yeah, they don't like that dude. I don't know why. I understand why, because he is controversial. Of course, the topics that he speaks about, he speaks his mind, basically. And people which speak their mind get chopped. So, yeah, I understand why I watch his content. Again, I do not agree with them 100%. A lot of things I disagree with. I disagree with Asmongold on many videos. What he did and some of his comments that he says about other groups and other categories, I disagree with them all the time. But at the same time, I can't now backhand and put him on the side just because I disagree with his comments. Some of the things that he says is true. I learn a lot. That's the one thing. I learn a lot from some of these people. A lot about the state of what's happening around the world.
You all know that is false. I get called out by a million people who try all the time. In fact, this tweet we're all talking about here, this thread, is proof of that. It's literally someone is using my name to filter their own community, and you're trying to say I don't have detractors. The reason I don't have as many detractors as Asmongold or Boogie is because they have millions of subs. They're just bigger channels. And on top of that, I am no part of a VTuber community. First of all, I don't believe there's such a thing as the VTuber community. I focus on my own community. I don't want to be a part of a greater group of people because I want to basically be in a circle jerk and feel like I'm impressing other VTubers. I don't care. I'm just a person who uses a VTuber model, and I make my own community, and that's all I want to focus on. Let's move on to...
Nah, Rev is crazy, dude. Dude, I love that statement. Yeah, that's what he basically does. I love the VTuber community, though. They are different. I love it, We kind of fall under the same, since I also do anime.
Another reply.
We're like in the same...
Fun-sized Foxboy, and I regret clicking on your profile, by the way, says this behind a block, just like everyone else. Anyone who uses the term DEI unironically can have all their opinions discarded. So clearly they're referring to this video right here where I talked about how DEI impacted the California wildfires and how the Los Angeles Fire Department responded to that. I'm going to clue this person in on what I was talking about in the video. Number one, I am talking about DEI. It is a DEI initiative that is labeled as such by the fire department in Los Angeles. So I'm not calling, it's not even like I'm using the term woke, where I'm labeling something the way I think it presents itself. I'm literally describing the label that they gave their program. It's a DEI initiative. So I don't understand what you're trying to prove. And again, I saw a lot of people trying to virtue signal about this video. For those who actually watch it, you understand my point here. Some people were saying, oh my God, Rev is blaming the fires on DEI, and he's saying it's the biggest reason that they failed in their response to contain these fires. That's not at all what I said in the video. Literally what I said in the video is that DEI was a contributing factor to the issues responding to this wildfire.
Yeah, now that's a very controversial topic. I have no comments on that.
Fire chief there complained about not having enough in their budget to combat fires, and yet they reallocated their dwindling resources, 1 to 2 million of which to DEI initiatives. And on top of that, they proudly exclaim that some of their firefighters, their DEI hires, can't even perform basic functions of the job. I said, all that together, if we got rid of that DEI budget and had better trained firefighters, the response might have been just a tiny bit better. And if it was just a tiny bit better, guess what that means? Lives would have been saved and additional homes would have been saved. And if you have an issue with me pointing that out, you're psychotic. If you think DEI is more important than people's lives, my God, there's literally no saving you at this point. But let's move on. Here's another one where this individual says, I see no problem with you disliking him, but how is he an incel if he's married?
True. Simple as that, you know? How? Just random hate, you know?
And Wildheart says, 'cause I said so. You're going to see a lot of narcissism where basically, if they don't get their way, they just say, nope, I'm right, you're wrong.
Yep.
Here's another person replying to that same comment, another VTuber, saying this. Many incels are married. Their wives are their number one victim. First of all, back the hell up. Are you trying to imply my wife is a victim? That is some of
that doesn't make any sense. That's like a contradiction.
Most delusional, deranged stuff I've ever heard.
Bro.
You know, it's always the people trying to speak out against incels and all these dangerous, awful men.
Oh my gosh, I just hate the whole conversation about incels now. Like it's jeez Louise. Like it doesn't even offend me. It's just like, dude, can we come up with a better word? You know, like it doesn't make any sense. Like, anyways.
Who are the most belittling towards other women. They see other women in a way that they don't like, and they immediately say the most unhinged stuff about them. This is gross. This is a gross thing to imply. And on top of that, it's just stupid. You're implying that incels are married? Do you not understand what you're saying is a complete contradiction? And they would go further in a deleted reply. I don't know what they were replying to, but clearly it was on this subject, saying being married and believing you cannot attract a woman are two different things. It's called insecurities. People will still be insecure and act incel-like, even in relationships. And that's how we got creeps who are married trying hard to go after young people to feel attractive. Yeah, that's
a totally different conversation. Whoa. Anyways.
So convoluted and so specific. I'm starting to think this is just projection at this point, and you need to figure this out for yourself. But anyways, you can see right here the tides are turning a bit. This was after I replied here. You can see this user ratioing the VTuber where he says he's an incel.
I wonder what Rev said when he replied. Jeez, oh my gosh, you should have showed his reply.
And this person says, you're a Nazi. Because I guess if you say it, it must be true according to this VTuber's logic. So yeah, this would be the last thing they posted before I responded, where they said, literally didn't lose a single follower from this. Y'all passed the vibe check. You're going to regret those words, unfortunately. But I would finally respond with this quote saying, being an VTuber want to impress new followers instead of promoting your own content makes a post seething at incel Rev says desu. Absolutely buck-broken behavior. Now, this got a lot of attention, and you can see the time I posted this, 6:16 p.m. last night. And that time is important because shortly after, they would do the most predictable move ever, and only 4 minutes later at 6:20, make this subtweet clearly targeting me and my community, saying, oh no, I offended a bunch of predators. Again, the typical victim mentality, right? They make a call-out post, they get a response from the person they're targeting, and all of a sudden now they want to play the victim and also try to water down terms like this and slander people. And this was, I guess, a part of their little game here. They try to do a little gotcha where they would then make a tweet here saying, I made a post saying I've offended a bunch of predators, and the first thought he had was, that's about me. What a dipshit. Yeah, dude, you're trying to slander me and my community, and it's very obvious based on the timing of your post that is exactly what you're trying to do. And then, of course, you deleted it as well, which is really embarrassing. But yeah.
If I was Rev, I wouldn't have not said anything. No, this is getting childish now. This is just getting a bit childish now. Like, we can't be grown-ups about this whole situation and have proper grown-up talks. Like, dude, this is just, it's getting childish, weird, unhinged. We can't be calling each other predators, and it's unhinged, you know, it's unhinged from both parties. Rev, I blame him, dude. Why are you talking to these people? bro, stop it. Stop talking to these people. And my brew here, Wild Hearts, bro, go touch some grass. It's not that deep. Rev is Rev. Leave his stuff alone. If he doesn't like his stuff, uninterested in it, bro. Come on.
That's not the gotcha you expected, because people can actually read the context here and understand what you were trying to pull.
Dude.
On top of that, I saw this, which was really funny. This person said, real question is, why haven't you blocked that toxic piece of stuff already? Well, that's an interesting question. The answer is very obvious. Attention. They want attention. Unfortunately, the attention they're getting is not anything that will translate into actual support for their content. That's why people like me feel comfortable responding to desperate pleas for attention like this. And then, you know, we're talking about toxicity, this user. I looked at their account for 2 seconds and they said this: someone should tell Trump that lit sticks of dynamite game end COVID so he can promote it to all of his followers. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be tweeting that anymore. In about a week, things are probably going to start changing when the Trump administration gets in. I don't think they're going to overlook tweets like this anymore. So maybe you got a little time to delete this. But yeah, I'd be careful with tweets like this because pretty unhinged. I would say even maybe toxic. Yeah, takes one to know one, I guess. But here's proof again that they deleted that tweet, trying to bait a response as they believed. You can see they deleted it after it didn't work. And then when that didn't work, only minutes later at 6:22, they decided to post this under my tweet saying, at least I'm not a predator. Obviously slander. You can see a proposed community note trying to dispute that because obviously it's a made up claim here. And this person just again looking like an unhinged psychopath. And we also had this interaction.
Oh, I'm betting Wild Hearts is enjoying this. He's having his moment where he's just like tweeting and enjoying every single dude. Rev, stop talking to these people, bro.
Here, down in the replies, you know, of course, these people can make call out posts, right? They can slander you, say all these terrible things, but when you respond, you get called hella grumpy. Go have a nice tall glass of chocolate milk. And then I respond saying, says the Clout goblin, seething over a stranger's existence. You post more poorly framed selfies than VTuber content.
Ooh.
Good luck on your journey. And they say, you're just jealous that I'm prettier than you. That's hardly relevant.
Oh no, this is too funny.
That's hardly relevant as you talk about how pretty you are. We're not talking about VTuber models here. We're talking about real life, I guess. Not my thing. I'm not trying to be pretty. I'm just trying to be a guy. You can do whatever you want, but that's not my goal. So I don't know why you think this is some kind of an own, and the narcissism is just coming through. I mean, look at this. 2,300 views, 2 likes. Nah, that one didn't go over too well.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay, so here's another response here. This person said, I was never a follower and never will be. The guy is cool and says it how it is. Well, thank you, John. And then Wild Hearts replies saying, you're a loser.
Oh.
Okay, I think we should take a little easy with the loser comments when you literally have a gooning schedule. Like, come on, dude. Like, I think we're all weird here. Like, you don't have to throw around the term loser at people who are just making an honest opinion. And then, of course, speaking of schedules, they decided to capitalize on this moment, doing the most predictable clout-chasing response, and that is to make a...
Yo, okay, I'm gonna check out his stream just for a second. I'm gonna check it out after I'm done watching this video. This is just too funny.
About the situation and trying to be all wholesome chungus about it as if they haven't been fuming on Twitter and being toxic for the last couple of hours. And just know that they literally dusted off their Twitch profile to make this stream. It had been months since their last stream. They literally dusted off their channel just for me and to try to capitalize on this moment. And as you might predict, it was just a group of people laughing at them for being so unhinged. In fact, I'm just going to show you one clip. This pretty much sums up everything you need to know about this person and what they consider to be content. Let's give it a listen, guys.
You'll never find an audience, and I farm you for content. Just explain why I'm an incel. First of all, to respond to that literally, I don't think you being married necessarily disproves the fact that you're an incel. I feel like you could be married and still be sexless and celibate.
On second thought, yeah, no, I'm not gonna watch this channel. No.
It's so quiet. You can hear my computer hissing. Okay, like this is crazy. Like the amount of cope that these people have. They literally are so dependent on using the phrase incel that they'll literally say a married man is an incel, probably still an incel. And also, again, what is with these people in making weird ass comments about me and my wife, like including her on this stuff? And
dude, why are we using 2024 disses? Just call the man. Like, let's go back to basics and just use the normal disrespectful words. Not now incel, guys, man. Like, honestly, Rev, I know Rev feels nothing when you call him an incel, bro. Like, what? You know, I don't know, bro. Like, it's weird, dude. It's weird. Some of the topics that they're talking about is weird. This is just weird, bro. Like, it's not cool no more. And Rev, why are you entertaining these people, dude? Stop entertaining these people. To the other guy, Wild Hearts, bro, come on, dude. There's a million things in this world to talk about. Millions and millions of things. Why are you doing drama? Why are you trying to cause beef? This is only gonna turn into something that's bad. We've all seen this before. Causing beef, causing drama. It doesn't end well, you know? It doesn't.
My wife would make a response, and in her response, she would say, not only is it just like crazy to hear such rude things being directed and all like the name calling that they were doing on the stream, but also
and
saying
also, you guys stop entertaining these people. Jeez, stop it. Like, if I was them, man, I was gonna be loving this whole hate, you know, especially if you're not wrong. Maybe if you're wrong, then I would feel some type of way when it comes to hate, you know. But as well, like, just a lot of these things, you know, it could be avoided. Like, it could be easily avoided, honestly.
Her face, because it was her question of why I'm still an incel. And then he says, basically, even if I'm married to her, this Wild Hearts person doubts we have relations. What an insane thing to say to a complete stranger. Why do these people think their behavior is any bit normal? It's completely unhinged, and honestly, it just tells a lot about who they are.
Oh, let's see. You went to the VODs. Let's go.
Have fun supporting a bully. Who's being a bully? I'm sorry, weren't we all advocates for free speech? Are you telling me I can't voice my opinion? Is this cancel culture going on right now? I can't say that Rev's content sucks donkey dick. I can't voice my opinion that I would never beat Rev at a cocksucking contest. Is that what we're saying?
What?
I'm not allowed to say that I agree that Rev would probably suck better dick than me.
Wow.
Is that what we're saying? Damn. And I think here we are censoring my own stream, and I thought we were all advocates for free speech.
But then I see this interaction, which
it's not even censoring. It's just, dude, like, at a certain point, you know, there's a lot of things to talk about, bro. Like, dude, I don't even know what to say. He kind of left me speechless. Holy smokes. Ah, damn, bro. Yo, I don't, like, if I get popular to that point, I swear, bro, I'm gonna ignore everybody that comes at me like this, you know, like this. No, I didn't provoke anybody. I'm staying far away from controversial topics, you know, politics and all of that. You know, Vtuber drama, I'm all there. I love drama. I love drama between two individuals. That's what I'm there for. But controversial topics, no. I'm staying far away from that, you know?
furthers the insanity here, where this user says, it's fine to filter your following. What isn't fine is spewing unprovoked hatred towards another creator like this. You don't have to like everyone, but this is wildly unprofessional and just mean.
Yeah. She said it so perfectly. It's unprofessional, you know? Like, at a certain point, you must hold yourself with a certain accord and have a certain moralistic, you know, reality view on the world. And as well, if you don't like something, I don't like a lot of people. But, like, dude, a lot of YouTubers I do not like. I don't watch everybody. I do not like everybody. But that doesn't mean now I must now make videos like, oh, this person is this, oh, this person is that. No, man, I got better things to do. I'm gonna watch anime, the trashiest anime I've ever watched, and that's where I'm at, you know?
Announcing you're streaming for the first time in months. Right after this is also looking like clout chasing.
It
and
is.
they respond saying he makes countless videos attacking small creators for the mildest of criticisms, or even if they aren't criticizing him or talking about him at all, cultivating an audience of misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic bigots. I stand by everything I said in this tweet. Again, no proof of anything they're saying. On top of that, they say criticize.
Nah, that I disagree. Rev doesn't cultivate any type of audience. Rev just says what it is. He doesn't create an audience or a narrative. He just says how it is and he moves on with his life. If you don't like his video, you can disagree, and if you like the video, you can agree. You know, he doesn't now try and like pull or lead on to anything that is kind of disagreeable. I'm not saying I agree with Rev all the time. I don't. You know, he's human. He acts like a human and he talks normally. You know,
some for the mildest of criticisms. What you're doing is not criticism. You're not giving me criticism. You're just insulting and slandering me. That's what pretty much every quote unquote criticism of me looks like. And again, too, I don't buy the attacking a small creator. You made an entire thread calling me out and saying disparaging things about me. I'm not allowed to respond to that. I will never support that logic that just because you're a small creator, you have no consequences of your actions. No one bigger than you can talk about you. That's coward stuff. But this individual replies saying, I disagree. I have never seen Rev encourage that type of behavior in his audience. You don't have to like him. That's totally fine. And in your right. But the way you approached it was wrong. That aside, what would be the reason for being nasty to his wife on stream?
Yeah.
And they would reply with this visibility limited response saying, then you're being deliberately ignorant. Just go onto his YouTube page. That's 100% his content. All you'd have to do is look at the comments of my post and see his fans calling me a dumb T-word, telling me to game in myself and trying but failing to misgender me. Again, no proof of anything, just playing the victim. And also now going, well, I can't prove anything Rev's saying, but I can prove what his community's saying, which of course they don't prove it. But on top of that, this last part, I'm going to be brutally honest here, like misgendering you. You go by she, her, they, them pronouns and also refer to yourself as a boy in your other replies to your tweets. I don't think it's possible to misgender you in this situation. But on top of that, I'll be totally honest with you. I don't care about your gender at all. The reason I'm replying to any of this is because you're a moron.
Yeah.
Not because of your gender. I could care less. I don't mean that in some PC way. I just don't care. It's about the content of what you're saying. That's what I care about.
Because because this person dissed Rev unprovoked. That's why Rev is responding. I almost had a moment of, okay, how am I supposed to speak about gender? Anyways.
And of course, they make these replies and then immediately try to do this, right? The complete deflection, being toxic for hours and hours and hours, and then they come out with the trans rights or human rights post. If you don't agree with that, we're never going to get along. Those are my final thoughts on this topic. Again, you're trying to make this about transphobia or something when it has nothing to do with anything. I'm just responding to your public.
Wild Hearts, you tripping. Nah, you tripping. You overdoing it, Whereas Rev is just chilling, minding his own business. You were the
post
one
about me. I don't care about your gender or what you support in terms of that. Just crazy reach for positivity points at this stage of the meltdown. And then they would make one more tweet saying, you can always tell what someone actually thinks of their own community whenever they resort to bragging about how many followers or subs they have compared to someone else. That's all you are to them. A number, a meaningless number that they can use in an insult. That's it. Projection, once again. Also, by the way, in the stream, I was in the chat saying some things. I basically said something along the lines of, there's a reason why channels like mine are more successful than channels like yours, because you don't focus on making actual content. Instead, you focus on virtue signaling on Twitter, and you don't really care about making content. That is a very plain thing to say, and if that upset you, well, that's your problem. But if you want to talk about, resorting to bragging about followers and things like that, as pointed out by this user in the replies, you literally did that like 2 days ago by saying you didn't lose a single follower from making your call-out post about me. This whole thing is an absolute mess. Again, in case these people are just not initiated.
Oof.
This is the content cycle, okay? If you really don't like me, then you should probably just stop talking about me, because here's what happens. You make a seething call-out post, I make fun of you, farm you for content on YouTube, and you get what? Nothing. You get attention, but it doesn't correlate into your actual content because you're not a drama tuber. You're trying to be a VTuber and you're growing or trying to grow by starting beef with other creators. It's not going to do anything for you. The only person who's winning in this scenario is me. And all these posts and call-out posts, all they do is drive more engagement towards my videos and my content. And honestly, I hope you guys never stop. But anyway.
Yeah, on that note, even if it's not the whole VTuber scene, in any content in general, any community, the moment when you start attacking people for no reason, unprovoked, you know, I'd understand if Rev provoked this person or said something about a community or did something about this person, then maybe his hate is justified. But unprovoked, unhinged, you can't do something wrong, and now try and hide behind a mask or of something of a issue or anyways, yeah, guys. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I can be wrong. I'm a human being. I'm not trying to do anything, to start controversy. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just comment down below what you guys think.